Hi. I did the MChat on my friend Barbara and her little girl who is 19 months, almost 20. So those were the participants in the MChat. Um, According to the MChat screener, the child scored 0 to 2 range, which states that there's no follow up necessary, and to rescreen at 24 months. um, the parents during the screener felt pretty good about it. They had a lot of confidence that their child wasn't developmentally delayed. However, they were really excited to know that the reason and the rhyme behind these questions that were asked of me and then at their child's well visits too. And they understand now the importance of tracking your child's development and the milestones so that they can, see if there's any discrepancies so that they can get early intervention for their child. I learned a lot from this process. Taking my own children to their well checkups when they were babies, the nurse would come in and ask me these questions, and I really didn't understand the importance of them back then. So now that I see that, now that I am where I am now, I see how important those questions are to detect disabilities at an early age so that we can get intervention. Currently, I'm a PPCD teacher, preschool program for children with disabilities. Specifically, my class is only kids with autism. They're 3 and 4 years old. So I learned a lot. And I can see where this screener can impact these kids' lives, not just now, but for the rest of their lives. So that my parents in my classroom have probably used this screener with their pediatrician and other psychologists to get the diagnosis, but they caught it really early and got early intervention with their children, and so that these kids have a bright future ahead of them. How I would use the screener in the future, I'm not really sure how I would improve the process. I guess that I would collect more data on the kids before I did the screener, just so you could use multiple points of reference and not just the screener alone to decide whether the kid is at risk for autism or other disabilities. I think that would be important. I did stress to my friend that this wasn't a diagnosis. It's not gonna, sway anything, but if there was concern on this, that she could take it to her pediatrician. So in the future, I would just collect more data points to make sure that the information was solid. Portions of the screening tool that seemed irrelevant, I really didn't see any parts of it being in a special education classroom with kids that are this age. I can see the relevancy of all the questions. I feel like there probably could have been a few more, would be the only difference that I would add. Problems. So the problems that I encountered was the child was 19 months old, almost 20. So some of the questions were hard for the parent to answer, and using the flowchart helped to alleviate some of that. But there was one question specifically like, does your child get upset with everyday noises? And the parent said sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So because that answer was really vague, or that question was really vague, and then we went through the follow-up, she ended up passing that portion of it because I think that that's kind of age appropriate for kids to be scared of the vacuum, scared of loud noises. She would cover her ears sometimes she wouldn't. Sometimes being with her parent would help soothe her, sometimes it wouldn't, so that one was kind of hard. But overall, we feel like, the mother and the dad felt like this child passed that part of the test. So, thank you.